That's also a very good question. Working on my own, before I think I thought of myself being somebody who's really independent, but being outside of your comfort zone, working in a very remote country, figuring it all out on yourself is a very challenging thing to do. I loved the fact that I was personally developing a lot. You come from a certain culture, the Belgian culture, of course, and by being in a very out of your comfort zone region and in a completely different culture, you start to question your own reasoning, your own ways of looking at life, your own ways of being, because of course, your values and standards are completely different from values of other people in other cultures. And it's very interesting to learn that about yourself by interacting with a completely different culture. I was on my own, so I was supposed to figure out the strategy of my company in Uganda. And at some point, you start questioning what you're doing, whether it has success, whether the things that you were doing were leading anywhere. You didn't have anybody to confirm the steps that you took were the right steps. So at some point, you find yourself in a very, let's say, there's no stable ground underneath you. You don't know where to look, you don't know what to do. And that was the most challenging thing. Beginning of the Puff project, I guess I was just ready for an adventure. So I don't know if I really had any fears. Looking back at the project, I maybe think I should have had more fears so I could prepare better for the things I needed throughout that project. The most important professional skill for me was negotiating. Being in Africa, people really like to negotiate. It's part of their culture. Every single deal is preceded by a lot of negotiation. And for a Western person, it's actually a bit of an uncomfortable thing to do. It becomes with a lot of emotions. It feels as if you're like not respecting the other person's proposal. And I think it's a very strong business skill to have, to be able to get the best out of a deal. I have one word, a free fall.